Hi guys, this is Namcraft. What's going on? Welcome to the season of Starcraft English comment. We're back with another game from the greatest of the greats here. It's going to be a rematch between Flash and Soulkey. If you've not seen the previous game between these two very nice, experienced, and cream of the crop of the top of the cream kind of players, please check out the link in the video description and a pinned comment to go to the previous game in this playlist. I'm gonna spoil the result of that game. In that game, Flash was able to convincingly drown Soulkey, kick his butt a lot. Let's see if Soulkey is going to be able to rematch successfully here. This is going to be played on the map Dominator. This is what the map looks like, a 3-player map, and we don't know exactly where Soulkey is located, but possibly here at the 2 o'clock positioned, or here at the 11 o'clock position. As for Flash, he's located at the 7 o'clock positioned. He's gone out for a supply depot and barracks, supply depot warden, getting ready to take an expansion. Yeah, all eyes and ears on Flash these days because he's been doing really well all across the different leagues, and he's just completely, renovating himself. He's just so different, so fresh, so deadly, I think, in all of his plays. So that is a nice sight to see. We hope to see the best of Flash back soon. Here are the win rates on the various maps. Dominator, as you can see, 43.5% win rate for the Zerg race. So Flash's got a slight advantage going into this game. And let me just quickly remind you of the Elo score situation before we dive into this game. This week here, the top 10 players in broodwar. As you can see, Flash is number 1. Soulkey is falling out. He's falling out of the top 10. He's no longer in this list, so it would be very natural if he loses to Flash. But let's see how he will perform here. And this is what is it exactly? So this is part of the DPL. So, okay, very interesting build here from Flash. Command center, supply depot command center, but this is an off-center command center. This is, I think, is slightly safer, right? He will be putting up a barracks and he will complete his wall in. So if things go sour, he will at least have a wall. I think at least that is the intention, but we've never seen this build executed in practice. The drone is here though, so the third SCV has arrived at just the right moment to attack. 2 hits on the drone. SCV, the other SCV is gotta be glitching a little bit here. Looks like the drone from Soulkey is not taking any shots on that SCV at all, and that's slightly unfortunate. Need to start to take shots, and indeed we do see 50 out of 60 HP remaining for that SCV. This wallet will complete now, and then a fresh new SCV is coming out, and Flash is hoping to get a nice boost with this quick command center. But the fact that this drone goes out this early, what does this signal? Because on a 4-player map, you usually send out the drone after you go for a 12 hatchery. But in the 3-player map, what is the exact timing to send out the drone? I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to try to lean towards the possibility that it was a 12 hash expansion, and this drone is just coming out just to make sure that there's nothing weird going on. Looks like this command center we need to complete now because the SCB is very damaged. When it completes at just the right moment, the command center will land. The first Marine will come out, so the game will kind of settle itself out. Looks like the scouting SCB has arrived at the scene and it sees the hatchery is done. So indeed, this is a 12 hatch expansion. Flash will have a slight advantage, although it would be a lot better if he's gone for just 12 next. It's going to be 14 CC. Can you go for 14 CC on this map? 3-player map, if the enemy is gone for 12 hatcheries and then go for spawning pool, you can definitely go for 14 CC, right? I think. And the only other build that will beat it would be 3 hatcheries before spawning pool. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there would not be enough, Zerglings on time to attack against the first wave of Marine. But the third hatchery is in base. SCB with 35 out of 60 HP, and Soulkey is doing a poor job of trying to eliminate this scouting unit. So far it's still out there, but the good thing for Soulkey is that he did not have to make any Zerglings. I think he's made 0 Zerglings. And knowing that, Flash is coming up with a bit of pressure. 3 Marines is enough to kind of make his enemy a little bit worried, although we don't see any overlord. So Soulkey was not able to anticipate that move out, and now he will see that there's going to be 3 Marines, and Flash backs up right away. The Zerglings are trying to get in, but there's no opening sort of. And this is going to be a factory build. What is this exactly? Double factory. The Zergling gets inside. He sees everything. Oh my God! Flash has made a mistake. The Zerling sees the first factory. Will he see the second factory? That's the question. He will see. Okay, what is that? Is that an engine way or a second factory? Maybe this is a triple factory push. Triple factory push, guys. The Zerling, I don't know how much of it saw, but anyhow, Soulkey's going to be in some serious consideration of some nice defensive structures here because Flash is coming out hot and strong. I think it could be, well, what are the ways to play? You could be mass Goliaths. I don't think mass vultures is the way to play. He might make 2 or 3 vultures and that's it. But I think mass Goliath is the name of the game here. Let's see how we will fare. And yeah, for the timing, this first vulture will check at least. Is there quick and sneaky expansion somewhere on this map? He sees that yes, his enemy has played the correct, build order. Didn't go for any kind of greedy builds. So he's just gonna wait out here. And okay, now he sees the hatchery and he's being very, very careful. Flash will not reveal his vulture. He backs up right away. He will know that he will need to go there the moment he's got enough force. And the question is, what are his units prioritization? Is he going to be going for massive vultures, mass vultures, or is he going to be switching into something like quick, lots of Goliaths? Yeah, it's going to be Goliath first because you need to be defensive before you can be offensive, because he saw this the spire. So he's gotta have to prepare for that, and the armory has started upgrading already. The vulture's gonna be careful not to get surrounded. Without speed, Zerlings are kind of like, I don't know, insects. With speed, they become spiders and scorpions and vermions and whatever other deadly insects out there. But without it, they're just butterflies. That's a sizable group of Goliaths. 5 Goliaths. So the 4th factory comes out. Flash is very serious with this mech build. He's been experimenting with very interesting builds. I mean, he is like what? He's like Magnus Carlsen of chess. He plays not by remembering the steps and the sequences. He plays by the natural rhythm of his heart. His heart beats at the same APM as his playstyle. That is 400 APM. So, by knowing the natural rhythm of the game, he's able to anticipate what is the kind of build that will work in this particular situation. What do I need to kind of adjust? If I reduce 1 SCV here, 1 Goliath there, what is the impact on the overall flow of the game? He knows that much detail. There's going to be some mutuals coming out, and immediately Soulkey gets pushed back. This heavy Goliath composition of the army is great. Let's see how we will fare, and let's see if Soulkey is going to be dogmatic enough to stick with the Mutualist instead of switching into Goliaths. Oh my god, Soulkey is in some... Okay, at least he researched Burrow. This is a smart move. And we're going to be seeing another unit that get more flat, but Mutualists start to come in now. The Vulture we need to check, and he sees another drone. Looks like Soulkey, safely tucked that drone away as well. So that's good. But we will have the Goliaths kind of randomly moving to the middle of the map here. Those Goliaths were heading towards the 3rd base, but now they don't anymore. Soulkey has been kind of slightly fooled there by Flash. Now, I wonder what exactly is Soulkey doing right now. He need to be rushing towards Defilers, right? Or is he's gonna just stick with Mutualists? The last time I remember, Soulkey played mass Mutualists against Flash massive Goliaths. He died. He died a miserable death, so I don't want to see the same thing repeated. Soulkey need to kind of invent something new here. Or maybe he's just one of those players who don't really save the best for these kind of, ladder, whatever, live stream game. He saves it for the official tournament. He's a tournament guy. And the three ASL is a testament to that. If you look at what are the accomplishments of these players, then you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So here are the accomplishments of the players in ASL. We have exactly some nice engagement. As you can see, Flash, he's won 4 golds, and so I guess it's not on this list, or maybe I put that away. But this is something you can see here. Exactly, yeah, Flash with 4 wins, 4 ASL wins, and so he's not far behind. 3 golds, 0 silvers, and 1 bronze. Flash with 4 golds, 1 silver, and 2 bronzes are what these 2 respective players have accomplished. Now, these Mutuals are just being childish here, attacking it in, backing up right away. Goliaths have breached this area. This is a single sunken. It will not be able to do anything, and they get pushed back. And I wonder exactly what is Soulkey doing with this huge amount of Mutualists. They're not anywhere that is useful. They're not harassing. They're not defending. They're not cutting up reinforcement. Flash take this hatchery away. But the only problem with Flash is he's not yet gone for Academy. I wonder if this build can be tweaked a little bit so that faster Academy and faster scanner get deployed, which will allow him to snipe a lot of drones. For example, in that previous attack. But anyways, mass Mutualists. Would it be enough though? Because half the Goliaths are out of commission. This attack is looking very close. How many Goliaths remaining? 3 here. 5 on the low ground, and the number of Mutualists is still quite high, but I don't know. The Mutualists are actually, some of them are not even attacking the Goliaths. Now they are attacking Goliaths, and there's still 3 Goliaths remaining. But the next wave of Goliaths should pop from the factory any moment soon. They pop at just the right moment, and Soulkey is gonna get pushed back. He's gonna try to snipe some turrets, but this dogmatic behavior to stick with Mutualist doesn't really work. The Mutualists might get caught here as well by the Goliaths. They're waiting patiently, and indeed, some of them get bruised, some of them get sniped, and that was a horrible engagement and move out by Soulkey. He's gonna be in some serious trouble. Soulkey, now I'm not so sure exactly how much supply he's got. Maybe something like 90 because Flash got 109. And yeah, Flash is almost there at the victory line. Just a few more nuts and bolts to tighten, and he should be well on the way to win here. Soulkey is down to 2 bases. Flash doesn't even need to expand. Is there a hidden hatchery somewhere on this map? I hope there isn't. But Flash will check it and clear out the doubt for us. He's gonna be moving towards his bottom side. He sees something. He sees a hatchery morphing, and that will be cancelled. And that's very unfortunate for Soulkey. Losing 2 games in a row to Flash is gonna be not a good feeling. What is he doing exactly these days? Maybe he just got some personal issues or something. I know that sometimes when I have personal issues, I don't really function well at work. And this is one of the reasons why I got fired from my previous job. But don't be afraid, because I will never get fired from this Starcraft commentary position, because I am my own boss, guys. Mutuals come out and they will start to attack against the expansion as well as the main. He gets a lot of SCVs, but all of this is futile unless he can get another base. And Mutuals die very quickly to Goliath fire. Flash will finally take that now command. I'm not so sure exactly what happened previously, but he was not able to take it. And now things are looking well and good. We will have, yeah, Flash, which has come out. He now has tanks. So the moment he's got tanks, he's ready to attack the expansion because he can siege from afar and use the Goliath to shield against any kind of, you know, Mutualists trying to come in to snipe it or anything like that. Yeah, Soulkey's made way too many Mutualists, man. Okay, this new base has finally been reset, and Flash didn't know about it. But now all eyes and ears on that position. There's going to be some Sunkens, but Sunkens against sturdy Goliaths don't work. At least the Mutualists have the high ground advantage. He will try to clear as many Goliaths as possible before he retreat. Goliaths attacking on this other side of the map. And looks like Flash allows his base to go up because he said, you know what, I'd rather have my full force moving together with the tanks in line, and I can shut it from afar. I will not go and just wait a lot of forces against high ground position. Maybe he wants to drag the game out a bit further as well. I'm not so sure about the rationale, because indeed this is a sponsored game. A lot of clumsy attack, drones getting trapped, and Soulkey is very close to losing. He's going to try to salvage this situation by attacking the 9 o'clock position, which isn't such a bad idea, but this tank will start to chip away at the Sunkens. The command center gets cancelled. Flash is in no hurry to expand. He's gotta be careful though, because now the Zerg player's got 3 bases officially, technically. There's a lot of sunken just to buy time, but yeah, it will be a while until Soulkey can get out. I'm not so sure if it's building, I don't know, defilers or whatnot, but for the time being, he's completely boxed in. These 2 tanks will chip away the Sunkens forever. Yeah, I don't see a way out to Soulkey. I'm not so sure exactly what is the tech situation, but these Mutualists become very clunky to manage. Mutualists are hard to manage, man. The moment you have more than a control group, you cannot really coordinate your attacks. Whereas ground forces like tanks and Goliaths, you can just, you know, group 1, group 2, group 3, all A move together, right? But Mutualists, they need to be coordinated. You need to get grouped up by an overlord. That means that only 11 spots are remaining, because one of the spot is reserved for the overlord, right? So those are the kind of situational problems you need to kind of think about when you know, try to attack with Mutas. But anyways, these 2 tanks are almost reaching the middle line. There's still a couple more seconds behind, but nice Mutuals to come out. He snipes 1 tank right away. He sniped the other tank. He wasted a lot of Muta blood for it, but it might be just enough here. What about Hydras? What about Lurkers? Massive amount of Goliaths just flooding towards Soulkey's expansion here, and Flash is showing a nice stroke of brilliance, a nice, you know, sign of geniusness from his part. Soulkey has been just on the reactive for a while now. There's gonna be finally some science vessels to clear this area. The final futile attack in the main. He would try to get some supply depot. Now this map, I forget to tell you, of course you know already, Dominator has a lot of potential for drops and backstabbing action. That's exactly what Soulkey's doing. He will clear this area. The moment the Goliaths move back, he will move out. And he will just dive back and forth. But look at this, guys. Flash has got so many Goliaths that anywhere Soulkey goes, he's in trouble. So that's that. Supply-wise, Flash is almost maxed out. 172. We need to remake some of the supply depots. But in general, he is very close to clinching this victory, I think. Looks like Flash would finally move towards the 1 o'clock position now to finish up the game. He's got some tanks. Soulkey, unless he's amassing queens, I don't think there's any way he can win now. I mean, it's very, very hard. I mean, just making massive mutas is not going to be the way to cut it. But he comes in with a nice attack, though. But look at this. Look at how strong those Goliaths are against mutas. It's about 7 or 8 Goliaths able to just push back the entire group of mutas. Soulkey's gonna get cornered from all sides. The Ancestors is here to cast a nice Irradiate that would considerably weaken those Mutualists and get them ready, soften up for the final attack by the Goliath. But yeah, a massive Goliath push coming out. Soulkey's only hope is try to catch the reinforcement and try to pick up Goliaths one by one. He cannot do it. Nice Irradiate. Looks like the Ancestors is a little bit late to the scene. No worries, he will back up and wait for more reinforcement. Command Center is going to come out and we will have 4 base Flash versus God knows how many bases. But for a while, we've not seen Flash scanning the bottom areas. For example, the 530 position. He did not scan, but he doesn't need to because Soulkey has GG. A nice and dominant display of Tour de Fox by Flash. If you've enjoyed this game, feel free to buy me a coffee link to that. It's going to be in the video soon. Bye-bye.